Hey there, welcome to day 1841 of What Shift to Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting the journey as I originally transitioned from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business in 2017. And then what I've been doing for the last 5 years, I guess it's 5 years now, as I've been online. This is our 6th annual challenge where we do one thing every day that improves us in some way. 1 year we did do one thing every day that scares you. Then we did do one thing every day that makes you happy. Do one thing every day that you love. I can't remember, but last year we did the BU 365 day challenge where we did one thing every day to continuously improve us and help us become the best possible version of ourselves. And this year we are doing the Get Your Goals annual challenge. We're focusing on goals every day this year. And this month, the month of February, we're focusing on emotional goals. We're going to pop into the SOAP framework tomorrow. But today we first had to discuss and think about what emotions we want to experience the most and what emotions do we really want to avoid or not experience the most. And I selected love or satisfaction and appreciation and gratitude in what I am experiencing now. And I like that one because it also, and I think that's what I'm going to pick to do the SOAP framework on, is to have more gratitude in my life. Because as I increase gratitude, for me, I reduce frustration. And frustration is one of those things I don't want to feel, because frustration I've now defined as me expecting things to be different than they are right now. Well, if I'm grateful for what is right now, that automatically reduces my frustration and increases my satisfaction and my gratitude for what actually is. And that creates more of what is in my life, which is usually what I want. So love and then fear and pain were my highest and my lowest, but I decided that gratitude and being grateful for what is the one I'm going to do for the SOAP framework. And we'll start that tomorrow. We'll have the story of what is and what we want it to be with respect to one of our emotions. So today we just have to pick an emotion and think about, if it's something negative, how we can reduce that will be our goal for the SOAP framework. And if it's something we want more of, it'll be to increase that thing. Our idiom to kind of correspond with this today was happiness is a state of mind. Now, I shared 8 ways to be more happy, 8 possible ways, and I added a little bit of my opinion to that, because that's what I usually do. I find a list of something and I say, what does that mean to me? Which is what we need to do with everything, including the idioms and the videos that I share. You need to listen, but with your take on it. You pull from everything that you experience, everything you read, everything you hear, everything you see, everything you do, and you pull out what works for you. And maybe you put some stuff in the back of your mind or in your subconscious that you know you're not going to use right now, but you're going to use it later. Or you might think, 5 years down the road, oh my gosh, I remember when Sharon talked about this or that, or when somebody else talked about something, or you read something in a book. And your subconscious does a great job of putting it all together when it's appropriate for you, when you need it. A lot of times I talk about things that I'm sure people, depending on where they're at in their business, aren't ready for it. It's not even applicable to them yet. They're in the beginning of their business and they're in just survival mode. So they're not ready for more advanced type topics. However, if you do some of the foundational things to build and grow and supersize your business, then you get out of that struggle mode really, really quickly. So we talked about happiness being a state of mind, shared 8 tips on how to do that, probably more like 10, but 8 for sure. That's on the Supersize Your Business page if you're curious about that. Otherwise, yesterday was my second granddaughter's birthday. We had a little party for her. So I got to see my first granddaughter and my second granddaughter and the people I love and care about the absolute most, some via Zoom, or not Zoom, FaceTime. We used my granddaughter, my 2-year-old granddaughter, since she's been 1, has an iPad. So we used her iPad to communicate with family members that actually also have Apple technology, since I don't. Anyway, getting ready for a new baby in the household. It's going to be exciting. If I can help you in any way, ask. Working on some different projects with some different people this year, and so I'm excited about that. But I've always got the ability to make time if you've got a question or if you need just some direction or help on something. Ask. One of the most important lessons that I've learned in my life is that we need to ask and be okay with asking for help sometimes. And we also have to realize that that it's up to us to do everything we want in life, to create what we want, to have the perspective and look at things in ways that are best for us. We're the only ones that can do that. All right. Have an awesome day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.